Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? Can you hear me? Yes, nod of heads. Yes. Okay, so let's waste a few seconds here getting the groove. I will do half and half. I will do a large portion of my pitch will be training because that's my strategy to selling more stuff. It's by providing an ungodly amount of value. So how to sell more stuff. Who wants to learn how to do that? Show of hands. For the record, that's what I do. People say, what do you do, Mark? I sell stuff. What do you sell? Whatever it is, I sell it. I sell, and I make money. So this is about how to sell more stuff, sell over and over again with little or no resistance. That's what this is all about. It's a bit of a long play, a bit of a long game here. This ain't about the quick cash, but I will teach you exactly how to do what I told you. So what's the answer? I've got a couple of questions for you. If you guys just want to nod your heads or don't, because it may be a little bit of a wake-up call. How big is your email list? How many emails does it grow by every single day? And I'm talking emails. I am not talking about social media. Okay. How often do you stay in touch with them? Those should be three questions that you're going, oh, probably. How big is your email list? What's the number on that Weber list? How many emails does it grow by every day? And I'm not talking about social media or your network marketing team. I'm talking about emails in your list. So today, the answer to all of that is content creation and content syndication. Content creation plus content syndication equals list acquisition. Then list acquisition plus list nurturing equals sales at scale. I'm not sure if that made sense. You can rewind this afterwards, but this is an actual formula that I will write down at some point on social media. I'll repeat it. Content creation plus content syndication on all platforms and podcasts equals list acquisition, because you have calls to action in all of your pieces of content on all the platforms. And then once they're on your list, you nurture them. Specifically, it's 7 times of non-agenda driven value before you pitch them. And by then they already know you. And then you make the sales, and you're doing it at scale because you're getting new audience members every day. Okay. 3 powerful questions. Then we're going to jump into my diagram. Oh my God, are you kidding me? 4 minutes in. Okay. Question number 1. This is time to look in the mirror. Time to look in the mirror. I'd like to give a little something here. I'm about to join a network marketing company. Before I build any kind of recruiting machines or go cold in the market, all I have to do is email my list and say, I'm getting into something new. Who would like to know more? I will have thousands of people say, sure, I'll get on a call with you. That's a lot easier than pitching people on Facebook. That's by creating content. That's it. My job is to create content and put it out on 16 platforms. So how often do you create original content? Ask yourself that. Where do you put that content? And number 3, probably arguably the most important thing, how does your content capture an email? Okay, we're good to go. You probably don't see the diagram. This is a 20-minute video. That is your content. You should be creating content at the very least once a week. And what's the content about, you ask? I know you're thinking it. I want you to storytell on something you've learned in your life, not company specific, not niche specific. Say a story about something that has helped you in your life. I don't care if it's back when you were a child. I remember this one time when I used to burn ants with a magnifying glass. If I took the magnifying glass away, the little guy wouldn't crisp up. But if I kept it on, it stayed focused. And I've learned that story, okay? That's your piece of content, once per week. That's your content creation. That is your one job. Based on the formula I just shared, The rest will take care of itself. Now we're on to content syndication. Out of that one piece of content, how would you like to create 30 pieces of original content from the one piece of content, including sound files, including video clips, including images, including 30 pieces of original content from one video without a team like Gary Vaynerchuk? How would you like to do that by yourself before lunch hits? I do my content on Friday morning. By the time lunch hits, I've got 30 pieces of content. How the heck does that sound? Pretty good. It sounds amazing. You got your 30 pieces of content. You spit them out on 8 social media platforms and on 8 podcast episodes. And all of these pieces of content have a call to action to go to your email list. I'm done that before dinner hits. I do my content in the morning on Friday. You're gonna see, watch my stuff. Last one was about what's a good headline. I'm on all platforms, I'm on all podcasts. That's generated 1,200 leads so far. How does that sound? Getting on all those social media platforms and all those podcast platforms before dinner hits. Is that one day of work a week worth it? Now you're building your email list. It's just going to happen. I don't care if you're getting, how are we doing? 3 minutes left. This is the answer to everything. Now I put a big arrow here for that flow because now you're building your email list. But I also put an arrow that goes from here to your email list. That is acquisition of new leads. And this is nurturing your existing leads. Your only job is to create one piece of content per week. Don't do more than that, because by the time it hits this and hits all the platforms, it'll give time for people to consume your content. It's going to take a week. It's going to keep going before it starts dying off for a week. So focus on one good piece of content, focus on chopping it up in 30 pieces. How would you like to know exactly how to do that? I got 2 minutes, then I got to pitch you how to do this. I think we're good. Does that make sense, guys? How your list is more important than anything you join. If your MLM goes down, you're screwed. If you lose your Facebook like I did, you're screwed. You are held hostage to absolutely everything until you are able to generate at least 10 leads a day of your own and keep nurturing them. They will get to know you. And nobody needs to know how big your list is. When I share an email, I may share it with 1% of my list because everyone's on tags. I know some of my list is only about TikTok. Some of them are buyers. Some of them will come to this thing. Important? You guys agree that the list is the most important thing? Is this a bit of a wake-up call? Are you going to be, tomorrow, are you going to say, I didn't get a lead? Like, are you going to start thinking about how important that is? Maybe, perhaps. I literally have 1 minute, 42 seconds. Now, I know on the live here, there are people who took, guess what I'm going to pitch? I'm going to pitch Octo Content Model. Who's familiar with Octo Content Model? Show of hands. Who purchased Octo Content Model? Show of hands. Who went through the 5-month mastermind workshop of Octo Content Model, where we literally met every single week for 5 months, where we had work to do every single day for 5 months? Now, who did the work and continues to do the work? I know Anthony does. I know Carol. Okay, I'm looking because I keep dibs a little bit. So here we go. I got 56 seconds. Let's do this right. Octo Content Model. You can be concerned with the price. It's okay. I have no problem selling this for $5,000. It was a 5-month workshop. What I am doing, I got 41 seconds. For the people that are on here tonight, if you go to socialmediaisthenewhollywood.com, click buy for $5,000. I could show you what it consists of. Do I have time? Yes, I do. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go really quick because these are not just modules. This is a full 5 months of intense training. We've got content creation, creating your pillar content. We got optimizing, finalizing your pillar content, automated webinars. Each of these modules was a full week, full time. You've got a year of university here just in this course. Am I live? How to not be live when it appears like you're live. Creating your own custom quote images. Creating lead capturing video clips. Creating audio for your podcast and Alexa skills. Hold on a sec. Alexa, what's my news?
Here's your news. From Life Hacks with the Wealthy Trainer podcast.
What's the fastest way to...
Alexa, next.
What do I do with all the people that
Alexa, stop.
me?
My point is I'm in about 2,000 homes, guys, every morning, just on Alexa. I'm on all 16 platforms. Let's go. We teach you how to set up your Alexa skills. So you are in all those homes, especially with COVID. You should see my fan base of Alexa listeners. I better stop. I got 8 seconds. Populate your perfect blog post. We create a brand new iTunes podcast, Alexa, and syndicate to all the platforms. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go up. For the people that are on here tonight and watching this right now, your one-time offer is, I'm going to stop the clock and I'm going to close this up. If you go to $5,000, you hit I have a coupon and you type in Pitch Fest, click apply. It will knock off $4,902 and your one-time price is $98 for this just tonight. I am done. Thank you for your time. Whew, I did it. How'd I do? Did I do okay? Oh, that was awesome. I did it, JSG. 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going to unmute everyone.
Yeah, we were wondering. That's a record, Mark.
Not bad.
You broke the record.
On the replay, I'm going to zoom in about
I'm
this.
impressed.
Okay.
No squirreling.
No squirrel. I can't keep going, guys. I got to follow the rules. We're going to the next person. Thank you for your time. You can reach me you can get that deal at socialmediaisthenewhollywood.com. Just tap on Octo content, put in the coupon code PitchFest. It'll be off by midnight tonight. Then it'll be $5,000 again. Done.
Mark, that was awesome.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Very good.
Okay. Hey guys, this is Oliver the Octopus, and Oliver's going to help us demonstrate the Octo content syndication model today, as well as how we implement the Octo content model in the Laboom squad. So this model is engineered to grow your audience by syndicating your content across the top 8 social platforms. Now, first things first, I like to give credit where credit is due. This model is based on the Gary V content model, how to make 30 pieces of content from one single keynote. Quite frankly, if it weren't for Gary Vaynerchuk, we would not be here today. When I first heard of this, I was in complete disbelief that I can make 30 different pieces of content with one video. Well, as it turns out, it is the perfect model, or should I say almost perfect. I only say that because we dug deeper, we filled in the blanks, we dove very deep into the details, and we added an execution plan, which is a WMO, which is a weekly method of operation. So the Octo content model is not only conceptual, it's also very tactical. So before we get started, I'd like to thank you, Gary Vaynerchuk, on behalf of the Laboom squad for making our Octo content model even possible. And I have no doubt in my mind that a few influencer superstars will be born because of this. So here we go. We're going to get started with the visual representation of what Oliver's job is once your pieces of content are created. Then once you understand what Oliver's job is, then we'll go into exactly how to create 30 pieces of content from one 15-minute video. Oliver's job is to bring you new audience members every single day from all 8 platforms that we specified today. Oliver will go out, get you audience members, and bring them back to your blog. Yes, you will absolutely need a blog. We'll talk about the specifics at the end of the video. But in short, you own your blog. You don't own the social media platforms. If anything happens to those platforms, you lose your audience and you do not have their contact information. and way too many more reasons to why you need a blog. Too many to start listing right now. But when people land on your blog, we in the Laboom Squad capture everyone who lands there, even if they don't fill in an email. We capture them in several ways, including some Facebook pixel retargeting code, including the code for a LinkedIn Insight tag, including a G tag. So when someone simply lands on your blog, you can retarget to all of these people on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and on Google. Then on top of that, of course, there will be forms on your blog where people can add to their email in exchange for free value, as well as places where you can collect text numbers for your SMS texting campaigns. So this is why we stuck the blog right up there. Now, once you give Oliver your 30 pieces of content, he will use that content as bait to go get food. What I mean by that is your quote unquote bait would be your content going out, and the quote unquote food that he'll be retrieving will be your audience members. So as you will see at the end of this video, when we implement the weekly method of operation, the pieces of content are native to the platforms in which we are retrieving from, which means they look different. It's not the same video or image. So here are the 8 platforms. We start with LinkedIn. Oliver sends out content specific for LinkedIn with a specific call to action tailored to LinkedIn users. Next, he will do the same thing for Twitter. Next, he will do the same thing for YouTube. The 4th fishing hole that Oliver is going to capitalize on is Facebook. Then it's Instagram. And now we're going into audio platforms. Oliver is going fishing on SoundCloud. He's going fishing on iTunes. And he's even going fishing on Amazon's Alexa. Now, as you can probably imagine, content on LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Alexa are completely different from each other. If that's what you're thinking, you are correct. So to sum it up, your content is going out in the right native formats to each platform with a call to action to bring audience members back. Are you guys with me so far?
Please, sir, I want some more.
Okay, let's give you a little more. Let's give you a visual representation of what it would look like for audience members to be sucked into your blog. So Oliver spits out a LinkedIn post. There will be 2 types that go on LinkedIn. There will be video clips and there will be images. The smiling emoji is an audience member that sees your post, appreciates the value, and decides to get more value because that's what your call to action is. And there he goes. Oliver scores. Oliver used the free value in order to get the LinkedIn user to check out more information, or even better, to get more value. Now, there may be different types of people hanging out on Twitter, but they are still people nevertheless. This is why we tailor our content natively. Oliver puts out the Twitter content on Twitter and gets Twitter audience members from Twitter. While this is happening on LinkedIn and Twitter, the same is happening on YouTube, the same is happening on Facebook, the same thing's happening on Instagram, the same thing is happening on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Alexa, which are a completely different set of audience members because they don't watch a video, they listen to podcasts and sound clips. And this happens all the time, all day long. New people see your video. Oliver continues to get new audience members, and then look right to your blog. Do you see the power of going onto all of these different platforms with different types of audience members? I really hope so. This is the future. This is how you become a global influencer. This is how you get recognized and are omnipresent, which means everywhere all the time. Now I ask you, how exciting would it be if this was happening for your business?
Please, sir, I want some more.
Yes, I'm sure you want more, and you're going to get more right now. Let's talk about the tactics. How do we possibly implement this? It would take a team of people to film, take pictures, record you, cut up the videos,
hours and hours and hours of content just to make this happen. Here's where the WMO comes in. Your WMO, weekly method of operation, is to create one 15-minute value video. I'm using Gary as an example. Here would be one of his 15-minute videos. That's the job done. From that video, we clip out what we call video clips. Those are clips from the original video that are approximately 2 minutes long. We add captions to the video clips, and these are used for Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Now I want you to ignore the different clothing in these videos that Gary's wearing. I just grabbed these as examples of what we're doing, but in our case, of course, we'll have the same clothes on because we are in fact taking clips from the long form 15-minute video. Next, we take screenshots from the video. Once again, ignore Gary's clothing. We will have the same clothes on. So we take snapshots from the video and then we apply quotes to them. We refer to these as images because that's what they are. We use the images on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Twitter. Next, we strip the sound from the original video. And that sound file will be used for SoundCloud, iTunes, and Alexa flash briefings. So all of these pieces of content come from the original 15-minute video. That 15-minute video will be used for your YouTube, and it is the video that will be sitting on your blog. So by following and executing on the Octo content model, you will literally be creating 30 pieces of content from a 15-minute video, and you will be spitting them out on all 8 platforms, constantly retrieving new audience members into your audience.
Everybody give yourselves a hand. That was amazing. We did it. We did it. Yes, yes, let's speak. Rebecca,
Question.
yes.
How do I buy your course?
Social media is the new Hollywood.com.
Okay.
You have to open up a free student account. Just click on Octo content model. I'll put it in the chat right here. The link is right in the chat.
All right. How do I get to the chat? Hold on.
And one thing about that, guys, is if you do that, you have to put the coupon code in, and then you have to tap apply code and see the discount before. Don't just put the code in and purchase. It'll charge you the 5K. If you have that.
So is it Pitch Fest 2021?
Just Pitch Fest.
Okay, just Pitch Fest. Okay.
Octo content, what a journey that was, eh? Those of you who were on that one. Oh, it changed my life. Now that changed my life. That changed my life. So,
Y'all did really, really well.
yeah, we I
Hey,
didn't
Mark,
know
I
that.
just typed in that link and it didn't work.
Did you want to click it in the chat? Do you see where the
I
chat?
did it because then I'm going to disappear from here. I'll try. Can you put the link in the Facebook group so I can go from there? Is that too much to ask?
It's so much to ask. That means I have to open Facebook.
I'm trying to do it while we're talking and I'm like, oh.
No, I got you. No, it's not too much trouble. I'll just put it in.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No. Yes, you don't. You should apologize. You're about to send me your money and buy my course. How dare you?
Yeah, seriously.
Mark, I have a question.
Yes.
Is this, you said you have to create a new student account. Is that different from your the old Branding University?
Yeah.
Okay, it looked different. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Rebecca?
Yes. So
I'm
I'm
sorry.
there. I'm here.
I will.
I did it. So I signed up for a new account and then the coupon code, you just put Pitch Fest and then that's it.
That's right.
And then
make
if I
sure-
hit apply, it should say, oh, it says $98. See that? There you go.
Awesome. Anyone who doesn't have it, you know what I'll do? You know what I'll do? Because the people that are here, there's not many people here. Oh shit, I already started talking. I gotta finish.
Say it. Say it.
I'm gonna also throw in the $2,000 brand resume course, which is the foundation of my success. And I will also throw in the $1,000 TikTok course, 10,000 TikTok followers in 10 days. And
Holy
I will,
crap. Come on now, dude.
and I will also
You're giving the
throw
house
in
away.
the $500 Pinterest course on how I got to 1 million monthly viewers on Pinterest in 30 days. I'm throwing, that's like, what, 10, 12 grand of stuff for 98
Mark,
bucks?
you're awesome.
You
Thank
have
you.
to do it
I'm looking
tonight.
for my credit card.
Yeah, you have to do it tonight, and it has to be, you have to
So
have
Mark,
been
is
here.
it forever? Like it's in the library, we pay for it now, it's forever?
Is forever, and I'm about to throw in Oliver's Baby now in Octo Content Model. You may not know what that is, but Oliver's Baby is how to syndicate to all the podcasts. It's a simple bonus, but I mean, you strip the sound and you're on Spotify, you're on iHeartRadio, you're on, it's crazy. Oliver's Baby's a sneaky little squid, I gotta tell you. So that's.
My daughter even made me a big orange hat, an octopus hat with the tentacles and
Yes.
everything.
Well, I'll tell you guys right now, Octo Content Model, Brand Resume, and those two courses are the only things I do. And that's what's gonna get me on the seats with Gary Vee and Cardone. Those two courses are the reason you're going to see me at that level in no time. And some of you too. If you apply those two courses, I gotta tell you, if you apply Octo Content Model, all those of you that took Octo Content Model, if you do it every single week, every Friday, it sucks at first. It'll take you 3 days just to get the feel for it. And now I pump it out like I told you. I do my content on Friday morning. By the time dinner hits, it's out. I'm about to get into a new network marketing company. Some of you know this. When I do that, when I do anything, before I go in the cold ads, and I'm not doing paid ads anymore. I've got 600,000 on my email list now. It's ridiculous. So all I do is I send out a message to a segment of it and I ask a question. Is anyone interested in seeing what I'm doing to work from home? Then out of those, I apply tags. I could even send it to my whole list. And then I'm literally like, these are people. I could even see how many opened my emails for how many times they watched my videos. Your AWeber will tell you how, if someone opened my email 50 times, they're taking my call. Like, or they're just going to respond. It's like signups after signups, and it's got nothing to do with selling. It's got to do with, here we go, one piece of content. This people say, what do you do? And I say, I sell stuff. I don't even sell stuff. Buyers come to me. All I do is I put out content on 16 platforms, just like Octo Content says. That's why I charge $5 grand for it. I'm sorry, there is no discounts. It's $5,000, period. If you don't want to buy for, I'm getting all heated up. If you don't want to buy for $5 grand, good luck putting your little Facebook Live up. Let's see what happens. Like, come on, it's a waste of time. You have time and energy to create content. It's exhausting, yo. It's exhausting, man. You got to think of a topic, you do a video, and you're like, now what? You may be getting better at video, but if this wasn't being recorded, this is going to go a long way. Okay. It's just because I hate seeing you guys, I hate seeing everybody break through their comfort zones and like really get better. And I know what's going to happen. I see it every day. People put up a video, they have the courage and to make it happen, and then you get one like. You sure as hell ain't going to get a sale. Forget the sale. You're not even getting an email out of it. If you're going to do that, if you're going to create one piece of content, all you have to do is go those extra steps, and it takes the same. I'm creating a 20-minute piece of content anyways. That's happening. It could either sit on my Facebook wall and be gone forever and forgotten forever, or the same piece of content is turning into 30 pieces of content. Look at Oliver. Go look at Oliver's video. Look at what we do with the 20 piece of content. You create 3 image quotes. You've got 3 posts for LinkedIn. You've got 3 native posts for Twitter. You're on all podcast platforms. Yo, I'm on Alexa. There are thousands of people, and all I did nothing. I did the same thing. I did the same thing. And I'm getting thousands of leads thousands of new people get added to my email list because I do this. $0 in paid ads. It is absolute strategy. Gary Vee talks about this all the time, and every time I see him talk about this with his team of 60, I say to myself, and all my Octo contenteers know this too, you know how to do this with one person. It's specific. You don't just grind. No, there are very specific strategies. So when somebody says $5,000, I go, absolutely. There's the buy now button. So you guys are getting everything if you jump in for the $98. I'm done. Congratulations, those of you who grabbed it tonight. You'll be unlocked with everything. And now I'm going to go in right now.
Thank you, Mark.
Fair enough. Okay, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. This was great.
It was awesome.
Mark.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark.